On November 4th, we have a chance to make a lasting impact on the future of our kids and the future of our Quincy community. I'm voting yes to avoid investing more money on old, deteriorating school buildings. I'm voting yes to save $560,000 a year in utilities and operating costs. I'm voting yes to do all of this without increasing our tax rate. To find out more about why you should vote yes on November 4th, visit buildingforquincy.com.
Paid for by the Committee for Building Quincy Schools.
All right, this is one of the most important races in Illinois history. We've become a government with the worst run state in America, and we've got to go in a very different direction. We need big change in Springfield. Pat Quinn's had 6 years as governor, and unfortunately under him, we've got higher taxes, the highest property taxes in America, big income tax hikes, schools being defunded, jobs leaving the state. We've lost over 48,000 manufacturing jobs under Pat Quinn in his time in office. We just lost 2,500 manufacturing jobs just last month. We are going in the wrong direction. And he continues the pattern, just like Rod Blagojevich, of rampant patronage and corruption. We just learned yesterday that a federal judge has demanded that the Quinn administration bring in a federal hiring monitor to monitor illegal patronage hiring and eliminate it from the government. Pat Quinn doubled illegal patronage hiring in the Department of Transportation after Rod Blagojevich left office. Quinn said that he was cleaning up the ethics mess after Blagojevich. He's doubled it and increased it. And he's got 2 federal investigations going on in his anti-violence program. He's part of that culture of corruption and failure, patronage and cronyism. We've got to rip that out. That's why I'm running for governor. I will end that system. I'm a business guy. I'll grow our economy. I know how to recruit jobs back here to Illinois, and I'll invest in our schools so they're the best in America. That's why we're running. This election is critical. Please get out and vote. Vote early. Early voting started last Monday. Everybody can vote now. Please get out and vote. This is the time to turn our state around. Excited to go to work for you.
Recent poll in the Chicago Tribune shows that you two are in a dead heat right now. Any thoughts on how you can push forward?
Well, we're just getting our message out to the voters every day. We're all over the state today. We're honored to be back in Quincy. Quincy is one of the most important communities in the state. I've been here more than a dozen times in the campaign. I look forward to coming back many times after we win in November. I want the Quincy area booming. Hardworking people here, great location here. We should be thriving, and I'll get that done. But we're all over the state. We're on our way down to Mount Carmel. We'll be in Springfield, Decatur, Bloomington, Champaign today. Yesterday we spent the whole day in southern Illinois, in Marshall and Anna and Metro East. We're everywhere around the state, getting out our message, more jobs, lower taxes, better schools, term limits to end the corruption in Springfield. That's our message. It's resonating with the voters. You know what? This has become the biggest national race in America. The opponents for us, the supporters of Pat Quinn, have brought in more national money against us than any governor's race in America. And they still can't stop us. Despite all that big money they've raised, we are still leading in the polls by a narrow bit. And they've even brought in former president, current president, first lady. They brought in Vice President Biden. They're desperate because they see they can't stop us and we're winning. They're trying everything they can. But you know what? Families in Illinois are suffering. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, families in Illinois are suffering with brutally high taxes, lack of job opportunities, and defunded schools. Pat Quinn's been a failure. We're going to kick him out of office. We have a duty to. We need to hold our politicians accountable. When they fail, as Pat Quinn's failed, we have a duty to vote him out of office. Give Evelyn Sanguinetti and I a chance. Give us 4 years. See if we don't get the economy booming. See if we don't get the best schools in America. Give us a chance to go to work.
You've had pretty much a clean sweep in the newspaper endorsements statewide. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, you know what? We've won every major newspaper endorsement in the state. We've won 8 newspaper endorsements. Pat Quinn has had none. The reality is, independent newspaper writers, editors realize that Evelyn and I represent big change, and we need big change. I'm going to be a bipartisan problem solver. I will get results. I've had great results in everything I've ever done in my career, investing pension money for the teachers and the taxpayers of Illinois. I've done a phenomenal job. I've been a business builder, but I also have a generous heart. I give back. I've helped our veterans, helped our public schools, helped build the Red Cross and the YMCA. I give back in a major way. And I'm going to work as governor as part of my civic duty. I don't want a political career. I don't need a job. I'm not going to take a salary or pension. I'm going there to shake up the culture, get the government right, get a 2-party system back in Illinois, because democracy doesn't work on a 1-party basis. We need 2 parties. We're going to change the system. The newspapers all over Illinois know that. and that's why they've endorsed us. We've also got the endorsements of the Greek community, the Polish community, the Italian community in Illinois, and the Illinois Manufacturers Association, the Illinois Chamber of Commerce, the Federation of Small Business in Illinois. They're all endorsing us because they know I'm a winner and a fighter and I'll change the government, and they know Pat Quinn is failing.
For your supporters, how important is that early vote?
Yes.
For you guys to know where you stand and for your supporters to know where you're at.
Yeah, that's great question. Early voting is critically important. Early voting started last Monday. We need everybody to get out and vote. Vote for Bruce Rauner and Evelyn Sanguinetti. If folks get out and vote now, that saves us the time and the campaign expense of calling people and writing letters and reminding them to vote. If people get out and vote early, it's done. They don't have to worry about it anymore. And then folks can concentrate on calling their neighbors, calling their friends. When folks go to church, when folks go shopping, when people go to their PTA meeting, reminding their friends to get out and vote. If we had a big turnout, we're going to win this race. If voters stay home, that allows the Madigan machine and the Chicago machine to run the voting process, and then we get a bad result. So we need everybody to come to the polls, everybody get out and vote. We can't let Chicago and Cook County run the whole state anymore. We've got to stop that. We need to have one state and a governor who will represent the entire state, and that's going to be Evelyn and me.
Last question, and overall how you feeling just going in the last 2 weeks going into this race?
You know what? Very excited, very energized. As we've traveled the state, big crowds, a lot of enthusiasm, and I've loved the campaign. You know, I've never run for office. I'm not a politician. I'm a problem solver. But you know what? I've loved this campaign because the people of Illinois are so wonderful, and I get very fired up being out in the campaign trail. We're going to win this thing, and we're going to go to work for every family.
Thank you so much.